What's going on, everyone? Juan here, and today in this video we're going to go over how to find winning products in 2019. Now, I made a video on how I do product research last year, and I got great feedback from you guys. Like, I know a lot of you guys commented on the video and said like how valuable it actually was. And I was actually looking through the channel. It doesn't look like I've made a very recent video going over how my strategy has changed recently when it comes to finding winning products, and what kind of new tools I'm using, things like that. And so I wanted to make this video to basically break it down step by step, the exact framework that I use to consistently find winning products. So I wanted to start this video just by showing you guys kind of an up-to-date right here. This is one of the stores that we have right now, and we're at about 185K for the month. Hopefully, I mean, not hopefully, I know we're going to cross the 200K this month. So it's been a pretty good month. Last month was a little bit less, but it's been pretty consistent. And the exact same process that I use to find the products that we're selling right now is the same process I'm going to go over with you guys in this video. So make sure you guys stay tuned and you watch the entire video. It is going to be an in-depth, step-by-step video. So just to kind of give you guys a heads up in case you want to take some notes and you want to jot some things down. So we'll just get right into it, right? Again, I wanted to make this video to kind of update because there has been some things that I have added into the way I research products, right? I have added in a couple different tools, and I wanted to share those with you guys as well. So just to get right into it, I wanted to start off, let me just share my screen with you guys. One of the first things I wanted to go over is when it comes to finding winning products, my business partner and I kind of coined this term. We call it the Profitable Product Index. And basically what this, we spent some time analyzing the last like 80 products or so that we know that have done really well in the e-commerce space. I mean, we found a trend between all those products, and basically all the products that have done well in the past and that are also doing really well right now in the e-commerce space basically fall under one of these categories. So the first one is problem-solving products. I'm sure a lot of you guys know of products that solve problems. For example, I have this posture corrector here. Fun fact, we have one of our clients or inner circle students that actually made a micro brand out of these products and is doing really well as well. But yeah, I mean, I actually bought it because I wanted to try it out. I personally wanted to get some help with my posture, so I figured why not try one of these out. I've seen it all over the internet. And so this is a perfect example of a product that has done extremely well. Like there's now, if you search this up, if you look it up on, online, you'll find different stores selling this product. And if you see how many orders it has, like on Aliexpress, like it's like thousands, like tens of thousands of orders. So this product right here is a perfect example of a product that has done really well, and it solves a great problem. Nobody wants to walk around with bad posture. And so when it comes to researching products, that's a huge category. In fact, I would say that's probably one of my favorite categories to kind of focus on, is really like problem solving products, because people are always looking to get problems solved for them. So that's one. But then you also have passionate products, just products that people are passionate about. I know that, for example, there was this huge like wolf mug that was like a huge seller, and it was a passionate product, and all it was is basically a mug with like a wolf on it. And so for people that are interested in wolves, that product did really well. And so that's another example of a certain category of products that do really well. Then you have perishable products, which is basically products that you need more than one of. And a perfect example of that is like the charcoal toothpaste, for example. Charcoal toothpaste, it's a product that did really well. And basically the way that it works is that you obviously use the product to whiten your teeth. And then after you use it, you get results. But to maintain those results, you have to keep using it. So you have to buy more of the product. So that's perishable products. What I have found is basically I have found winning products within all three of these categories. I do think that there are a lot more problem-solving products that have done well in the past and that will always do well, just because, again, people always want to have problems solved for them. And so if you have a product that solves a problem, makes things easier, more convenient, faster, it's typically going to do well. So that's the first thing I wanted to go over. Typically when I'm researching products, I am always thinking about this profitable product index, because I'm always looking for products that fall under one of these three categories. Now, things to also look for while researching other products. you want to look for products that people are showing interest in, right? And there's a couple different ways you can do that. I'm going to share with you guys some of my favorite tools that I use to consistently find products that people are showing interest in. You want to look for products that aren't easily accessible in stores. Anything that's like a commodity, like toilet paper, toothbrushes, things like that. I typically stay away from those because products that are easily accessible at the store doesn't really entice anyone to want to buy from you online, right? Because they know they could just go outside and buy the product, or they can just wait until they're out to buy the product. You want products ideally that when somebody sees it online, it really makes them want to take advantage of the offer and buy it right away, right? So that's one thing. And the last thing is you want to always look for products that you can have a good profit margin in. So typically for your margins, we like to go for minimum, well, you kind of have to go for 3 to 4x of like what the product cost is. And the reason why is because typically whatever you're selling the product for has to cover the product costs, ad costs, and of course profit. So one thing that nobody really talks about in the industry is when you're first getting started, you should research products that ideally make sense for the budget that you have available. If you guys are planning on selling a product that actually costs like $40, for example, from the supplier to get it from them, now that means that you have to be able to sell this product for minimum 3 times the amount, which 40, 80, 120, that would mean that the retail has to be at least $120 for you to actually make profit. And so typically, if you're selling higher ticket products, what happens is that you have to be able to be comfortable with spending more to acquire a customer, because typically if Facebook sees that, again, like you're selling a product for, $150, it's not really realistic for you to get purchases like under $10 typically. You're typically spending at least, $20, $30 to acquire a purchase and get a customer. And so you have to be able to allocate your budget to actually get those purchases. And so you actually have to have a budget for that. So that's one of the things you have to keep in mind. Now, the next thing I wanted to go over is the cross-reference system that we use to find winning products and to verify that they're actually products that the market is interested in. Because one of the biggest things is no matter how good you think a product is, the market at the end of the day is what determines how good a product actually is. So just a quick heads up, actually, I wanted to mention to you guys that my business partner and I are hosting two live e-com incubator workshops where we basically break down a lot more than just product research. We break down everything from how to create an actual store that actually converts, how we find consistently winning products, just like how we're going over now, how you can actually set up the right marketing campaigns, the right kind of ads to actually sell your products, how to scale, how to grow your team and within your e-commerce business so you can actually keep scaling and growing, and a whole lot more. So if you guys are interested in joining us in a live workshop, you can actually check out the link below this video. We're going to be having one in New York City and another one in Los Angeles. So if you guys are in town or if you're around any of those locations, feel free to check out the link below for the workshop. Again, we've held a few of these now, and we've gotten nothing but great feedback from the whole audience and everybody that's attended. So I figured I'd let you guys know here on YouTube, because I haven't really ever mentioned that we even did these workshops. So that's that. Now, for those of you guys that can't attend either of these workshops, below this video, there's going to be a case study breaking down exactly this store that I just showed you guys that's about to hit 200K for this month. We basically break down everything from the store, the products, the ads, everything in there. And so if you want to learn exactly how we took this store from zero to doing over consistently 200K a month, check out the case study we put down below this video. It's going to show you guys everything there. But now to get into the cross-reference system. So the cross-reference system is basically all about making sure that there's actually a demand in the products that you're offering, right? And so we'll just get right into it. One of the first ways to use the cross-reference system is to basically utilize different tools to actually do research. So some of the main tools I use to actually do product research is Facebook. I also like to use Google Analytics and Aliexpress. Now, the gist of the cross-reference system is basically checking across more than one tool and resource to make sure that the product that you're planning on selling or that you're researching, the audience and the market is actually interested in that specific product. And so we like to use Facebook, Google Trends specifically, and AliExpress, and basically any other tool that's available to find consistently winning products, because what we have found is that to get the best results, it's a lot better to use multiple different tools and resources rather than just relying on one. So the first method that you can use to find winning products on Facebook is by searching specific keywords in the Facebook search bar. Some of you guys may already be familiar with it, but basically if you go on Facebook, you can type in any of these keywords, right, and find specific products. So just to kind of show you guys an example. So here we are on Facebook. Now let's say you type in the words shop now. We'll go shop now. Typically what I'm looking for is the videos, because typically people are running a lot more video ads. You go to videos, and then what you can do is you can filter out specifically to this year. And the reason why that is because you want to research specifically relevant ads to see what products are currently doing really well right now. So ideally, one of the criteria we go for is when we're researching on Facebook, we want to look for videos that have over 500,000 views, right? And typically the reason why is because typically under that, it's not really enough to determine whether it's a winning product or not. But if a video has 500,000 views minimum, that's definitely a good sign. So if we start looking through here, the first product we have right here is Express Blends. It looks like this is the juice blender. You guys may have seen this one around. I've seen it around. Yeah. So it's the portable blender. A lot of you guys may have seen like this brand that's called BlendJet, which they basically took this product and turned it into a brand. That's basically what we focus on doing ourselves for the products we sell, but also what we teach a lot of our customers and our clients to do as well. But this is a quick example. So if we check here, let's go back actually. If we go back to the ad, typically what we're looking for is the engagement. The biggest thing is the engagement. So the first thing we look for is the video views, but the most important thing to really look for is the actual engagement that the ad is getting. So if you look at the comments, ideally what you're looking for is you're looking for newest comments. You're looking to see if there are new comments on this ad, because if there are recent comments on the ad, it means that this ad is still up and running right now, and people are actually engaging with the product, right? They're actually purchasing. So it looks like this product right here, the last comment it got was 6 days ago, so I don't think that this ad in particular is running. Now, what I like to do is I like to reference, so I would spend some more time looking up specifically like, what are they calling this product? They're calling it pretty sure, portable juice blender or portable juicer. So what I would do is if this ad maybe isn't running, maybe somebody else, I would check to see if there's anybody else running ads for this product. And you can look up like portable juicer, and if you do that, basically what's going to happen is you can see if there's any other ads that are currently being ran for this product. Now, when it comes to using the Facebook search bar, you're not only limited to key terms. What we focus on is searching for keywords, specific products, and niches. Those are the three that we kind of focus on, and so those are the three that I would recommend you also focus on as well. So going back to this, hands down, this is probably my favorite thing to do. And it's what I really did do up until I found a tool that kind of made it a little bit easier. So there is another way you can do product research on Facebook, and it is with an actual tool. It's a paid tool. It's not free, but there is like a way around it. So maybe you guys may have heard of it, maybe not, but there's a tool called AdSpy, and this hands down has been like a game changer tool for me to use. I used to use this one called Ad Sector, but that one was like super expensive. It was like $300 a month, and it worked, but I think AdSpy is a lot better, and it's only half the cost. So there's going to be a link below this video that you guys can actually check out to get a free trial to AdSpy. I recommend you check it out. There's no harm in it. But basically the way that AdSpy works, I'll show you guys really quickly. So if we go on here, go to AdSpy, typically what it allows you to do is basically it just makes the whole research process on Facebook a lot easier, right? So what I like to do is, just to kind of cut to the chase, it allows you to basically search for different ads. And same thing, you can search for ads that are being ran by a specific store. You can search for ads that are being ran for specific products, specific niches, categories, same thing. But what I like to do is I like to come on here, and first thing I like to do is just set some filters. So I like to look for ads. I like to set the technologies filter to Shopify, because you can actually filter out for it to show you ads that are leading to a Shopify store. So I would come down here and I would select Shopify. Let's see, where is it? Oh. I think I passed it. Yeah, Shopify. And what I also do, I typically do Shopify and ClickFunnels, but for now, just for time's sake, we'll do Shopify. Then what I like to do is I like to filter out the likes to at least 100. And typically, the reason why I do that is because you're looking for ads that have really good engagement. Typically, ads that have good engagement, they're going to have a good amount of likes as well. So I like to set the minimum likes to 100. And then the last thing I like to do is filter by the dates so I can see the most recent ads at the top. And so what this tool does is it basically shows you roughly when the ad was created and the last time it was seen within the AdSpy platform or on Facebook. So it's pretty cool. What I like to do on here is basically just go through and see like what products are people running ads for, right? And just to kind of get an idea. So like here you have this, I'm not sure what exactly it is. It looks like some kind of pet product. Looks like some kind of pet product. I'm not sure what it is, but what I typically look for on here is ads that have really good engagement. Same rule, right? So I'm looking for like a ton of comments on here. It doesn't show the video views, but when you actually click on the ad itself, it takes you to either Instagram or Facebook, wherever the ad is running, and then you can see the engagement on there. But yeah, basically when I come on here, I'm looking for ads that have over 100 to 200 comments. Does it let you filter out by? Yeah, it doesn't let you filter out by comments. That's why I didn't filter by that. But I'm typically looking for 100, 200 comments plus. And then I start looking at the actual, video views and the rest of the engagement. And of course, same rule applies where I'm looking for recent comments, recent engagement, because that's what matters most. So this is AdSpy. This is how, I basically use it. You can see, like, for example, let me see if I can find just a quick example to kind of show you guys. You got some good ones here that are, I've seen some of these products before. So let's say this one. Oh, no, I'm not sure what that one is. Let's look for a different one. Yeah, so it does take some time for sure. You do have to be patient, but I guarantee you guys it's completely worth it. Okay, so like this Theragun, oh, not Theragun, but this therapy gun, right? Tissue massage gun. I have to click on it. Facebook, it's going to take you to this second page here, or it might even take you directly to the Facebook ad. Yeah, so it's going to take you to the ad itself on Facebook. Then you can see. You can look for what we typically look for, which is actual engagement on the ad. And so once it loads, same thing. So already it looks like there is a lot of engagement on it. The only thing is it doesn't. It looks like it's a new ad. So it looks like it's a new ad. 15K views. So that's not really enough, but I just want to quickly show you an example of like what this tool does, right? It takes you back on Facebook, then you can basically start doing your own research and digging. So that's that as far as AdSpy. That's typically what I use it for. Now, again, I wanted to be able to provide you guys with both ways, right? A free method to do research on Facebook, and then also a paid method to kind of help speed up that process and get a little bit more exact with the research you do. And so I wanted to make sure I could kind of cater to, for those of you guys that don't really have much of a budget for any extra tools or resources, I have an option for you. And then for those of you guys that can add in an extra tool to your tool belt to do product research, I wanted to also show you guys how you can do that as well. So that's that. Now, one of the things to keep in mind is while researching and clicking through the ads, you want to basically go through the process as if you were actually going to purchase the product, right? This is something I've mentioned before, because what that does is that in Facebook's eyes, this makes you an engaged shopper and will thus lead to you having more ads shown to you. So now I've spent so much time researching so many different ads that whenever I go on Instagram or Facebook, I always get different ads shown to me for many different products. So for me, now product research is actually very simple, because me just going on my Facebook timeline or Instagram timeline, I'm able to find new products all the time. So once you find an ad that is doing really well, you can check out the fan page from that ad on the Facebook ad library. It's a new feature that Facebook has, and you can see what other products these stores or these fan pages are also running ads for, because typically, once you find an ad that's doing really well for someone, that store typically, depending on if it's a one product store or general store, they may be also running other ads for different products. And so you're easily able to go and see what other products you can also test for yourself. So that's that. Now, obviously, we like to use Aliexpress as well. It's one of the most used tools. Basically, when it comes to Aliexpress, there's a couple different ways you can search. You can either choose a category and sort by orders, or you can search for specific products in a niche and then sort by orders. So just to kind of show you guys an example, if you go on AliExpress, you can search, you can start looking through these categories. So for example, let's say you wanted to go to the outdoor space, you can go sports and outdoors, then you can go into the hunting category, and then you can have it filter out and show you the, when you come on AliExpress, what you're mainly looking for is products that have at least, the metric I go for is like at least 1,000 to 2,000 orders, because you never really want to be I've never really gotten results from being the first one to market a specific product. And I've also never gotten results being the last one to market and sell a specific product. So I typically like to find products that has some proof that it actually sells. And so what you're looking for on here is, again, you want to sort by the orders. So for example, we come on here, sort by orders, and now we can see that, for example, like this hunting optical scope has 5,000 orders. I think this might be a little bit high, but it's still a product I would consider, right? And then I would kind of work my way here. I see that these binoculars, 2,000. So that's one way you can research. Now, what you can also do is you can type in a specific category. So you can go into like, let's say fishing, right? And you can basically see what else shows up. Kind of do the same thing, filter out by the orders. You can see what other products as well. You can also search for specific products. If you see any ads on Facebook while you're researching and you want to see if that product, how it's doing, or if it can be a potential winning product for you, you can then take that product and search for an AliExpress. Now, one of the things I like to do also is take whatever product I'm researching. For example, let's say this, like this fishing hook, right? I like to take this product, take the link to it, and then check on the Dropship Center. Dropship Center is a somewhat of a new option or feature that AliExpress has, where you can get more information on specific products, but you can get a product analysis on specific products. And this is important because when you're researching on AliExpress, it doesn't matter if a product has 8,000 or 10,000 orders or even 1,000. What matters is when it got those orders, right? So actually, the orders matter, but what's more important is like when it got those orders, because if it got all 5,000 orders 3 years ago, well, that's not really relevant to us now. We're looking for products that are getting consistent orders recently. So if you go to Dropship Center here, you take the link of the product, you go to search, it'll show you the volume of orders that the product has been getting. So for example, this product, it looks like it's been getting consistent orders, right, for the last few days. So this would be a potential product that does have the metrics we're looking for on AliExpress. Now, to access the Dropship Center, you do need a link to access it, but I'll provide a link for you guys below this video where you can access it. It's completely free. You just have to be signed. You just have to go through a link to actually access it. So that's basically the research that I do for AliExpress specifically. Now, what's important about the way we're doing AliExpress, or the way that we're doing product research, is that we're keeping in mind is that we're not only going off the data from AliExpress, right? Like typically if I find a product on AliExpress, I go on Facebook and I look to see if I can find any ads that are currently being running for the product or currently being ran for the product. And I'm looking for the same thing. I'm looking for video views, comments, engagement, and that's recently, not previously in the past. I'm looking for recent ads that are running right now. So the next thing is researching products using Google Trends. Google Trends is one of my favorite tools to use, and there's a few different reasons why. And one of the main reasons why I like it is because you get to get data from Google. And Google, when it comes to people searching for specific products on Google, people are typically searching for a product that they're already interested in, they already want to buy. They're just looking from where to buy from. And so you get to get that data directly from Google, and specifically Google Trends. And so if you go on Google Trends, for example, we can pull it up here. There's different ways that you can research products, but my favorite is either searching for a specific category or niche or a specific product. So if we wanted to search for, let's say, let's just go back and clear this. Let's say we wanted to search for fishing hooks, right? Since we just kind of searched those up on AliExpress, you can search for this specific product. It'll show you the interest that's being shown on Google for fishing hooks. So you can see that there's been a consistent interest within the last 12 months in fishing hooks, which actually makes sense because there's been also consistent sales for fishing hooks on AliExpress. And so ideally, when it comes to researching products on Google Trends, you're looking for products that have a consistent interest of 50 right here, right in the middle, and realistically on an upward trend. So this would be like an exact product that I would consider testing right now because it's on an upward trend. You're looking for products that there's consistent interest being shown, but there's also there's starting to be a peak in its interest that's being shown. Products to stay away from is basically products that are on a downward trend on Google Trends. And so typically if it's on a downward trend, I personally don't really consider the product. I typically put it at the bottom of the list. I'm really focused on products that have consistent interest, but also peaking interest as well. So let's go back here. Actually, just to kind of show you guys a quick example, you can also search like fishing, or let's do like hunting. Oh, no, I spelled hunting wrong. Hunting. And you can see what kind of interest is being shown for just a hunting category in general. So it looks like it's been, it looks like it peaks around the winter time. You can also check to see if that's like a thing, if like within the last 5 years, it always peaks during the winter time. Let's see. Yep. So you can see that there's a trend, right? It looks like typically around November. This is when around the winter time is really when there's a huge interest being shown in hunting. So this is good to know because now you know to capitalize around this time of the year on hunting products. So as far as Google Trends go, that's basically how we utilize it to do product research. So for me personally, what I recommend is that to get the best results, I always recommend you use the cross-reference system while doing product research, because the cross-reference system allows you to do product research, verifying the products that you're researching across different tools and resources, which is important. It's much more valuable to have a product that there's interest being shown on Facebook, Google Trends, and also has a lot of orders on Aliexpress compared to just using one or the other. I have gotten the best results by combining all the tools instead of just picking one or the other. And so that's what I recommend for you guys to do. Now, if you guys got value from this video, I'd appreciate if you dropped a like. If you have any questions about anything that I covered in this video, feel free to drop it in the comments below. I'd be glad to help you guys out any way I can. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome on over to the family. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.